As the first humans to ever venture out this far into the frontier.
Too fast! Sensitive poison damage.
Get out!
I thought we were both goners.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DX Gamer Show. I'm Operation DX, and welcome to the 24th episode of My Planet Explorers version 0.72 Let's Play. Great, let me give you the script for this basic fertilizer. Now let's try cultivating a field and doing a test to see if our earth plants will grow here. Help me set up a 50 square meter field. For that, you're going to need this fertilizer sprayer. Here. Sorry, I had to do a little editing there and slow time down so I had enough time to read the script because I didn't leave myself enough time to actually read it. Sweet, we've actually got the fertilizer sprayer now and we can start doing some gardening. Go ahead and fit this to my action bar. But anyways, in the previous episode we did some prep work to start our colony and we're doing more of the same this time, but we won't be doing a lot of mining this time. We're going to do a lot of prep work for our gardening. We're probably going to have to fly out and gather some water at some point. And I'm going to go ahead and buy some fertilizer off her to make things a little easier on me at first here. Even though we did mine the materials to make them, I want to save as much as possible for our colony area because we are going to spend quite a bit on a large garden to plant a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, well, I've been so busy in the other two episodes that I forgot to learn a whole bunch of scripts that we have in our inventory here. So I'm just going to take a second here and learn a lot of the stuff, like the colony stuff. We got the fertilizer sprayer script, the fertilizer, and here, of course, here are the colony buildings. Yep, gonna need all this stuff. Better be careful, don't want to overload the memory banks on our replicator. Nah, just kidding. That can't happen in this game. I do think it would be cool, though, if the replicator was like an actual piece of gear and not like this default menu that you have to craft things. I don't know. I think for more complex replication, you should have to have some sort of external replicator to make some of the more complicated parts, like vehicle parts and that sort of thing. I think that would help break up the crafting menu too, because it gets full, man. There are so many things we have right now in our replicator. It's now becoming hard to like find where that little thing we need is located. Now we're just kind of buying a whole bunch of random seeds, stuff to plant. Some of the stuff I haven't even planted myself. And we could, in theory, make some of these food items, but I'm kind of more concerned about food items for people that I bring into my colony than I am really for food items for myself. If I can find a way to create a huge supply of food, it won't be a problem. But I don't think that stuff is really implemented yet. Alright, time to learn some more stuff. There is most likely a whole chunk of stuff that I'm missing in the colony, but it's not very intuitive to figure out what you're supposed to do to how to make these things work. I think that's something, again, that hasn't really been fully streamlined and smoothed out. Alright, so we're going to spend a few minutes here, and we're going to use our fertilizer gun, and we're going to make a little area that we can try to plant some earth crops. This is pretty much just to complete this quest. I really don't have much interest in planting these particular types of crops at this time. But this will give a good example of how gardening works in the game. It is quite cool, but I kind of wish you could make a flat garden. Maybe that's what the gardening building is going to be for the colony, so I kind of can't wait to see that. But for now, dirt blocks just turn into brick. Great job! I have some corn, potato, and wheat seeds. Plant them and take care of them until they're ready for harvesting. You'll need to make sure that they have a constant supply of water and are pest-free. Let me give you my insecticide script as well. Get back to me as soon as you see some results. Our survival depends on us succeeding here. But guess what? She doesn't actually give us the insecticide script, which is quite unfortunate, but since this whole system isn't really working anyways, it's not really a big deal. But I'd be ticked if it was functional. Maybe they haven't figured out what they want to use for the crafting recipe for the insecticide, or what materials you're actually going to need to do it. Of course, if you need insecticide, you can just buy it off of Vera. However, this is sort of a waste of time / meat. I'm not even sure you actually have to water the plants, but I make sure you do. I'm not sure if they initially do grow, and I'm not going to risk it because it takes a couple of days for these things to grow, and I don't want to come back here and see that they haven't made any progress. So we're going to go ahead and water all the plants, and they do require you to water them twice. So I'm actually doing a little experiment here and seeing if I water each plant twice, if it won't require water later on. Probably not the case, but I'm doing it anyways. And yeah, this is actually kind of a waste of the water, but we need to go out and get some water anyway, so not such a big deal. This is also an area where sometimes the awkward clicking gets in the way. So see, I had to rotate my camera all the way to the side here to actually get the interface to pop up to actually get that plant to go. So there is some awkward clicking. It would be nice if you could just click on the little water icon or the little bug icon that pops up when you are supposed to use the insecticide on the plants. This kind of makes me think of The Sims 3, and I'm like, where's my water sprinkler that will auto-water the plants? I want something like that. Again, that may be what the gardening structure will be for the colony, so yeah. Alright, so gonna water these twice each. And we just ran out of water, to be expected. I'm over-watering everything, but it's just an experiment. I think we got everything watered here, so you know what? Oh, I forgot to put my batteries in here when I arrived at the camp. Well, that's alright. Not really too big of a deal, because you know what we're going to do is I'm going to put my batteries in this solar power plant here. And I'm going to go ahead and sleep to try to get the plants to grow. Although, it takes several days, so this may be just a waste of time. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure if it's like in-game, in combination with actual daytime passage in the game. I don't know. So we are going to intentionally sleep early, and then we'll sleep again until it's sort of daytime, and we'll check on the plants. If they haven't grown, we're actually going to head out and we need some water anyways for the plants we're going to grow at our colony. So we'll go get some of that. And then one final thing I'm going to need to craft quite a few lights is I'm going to need plastic. So I'm going to have to farm a little bit of resin probably towards the end of this episode. So we'll go back towards the grasslands and cut down some of the arch trees. And that, of course, this gives us plenty of wood and plenty of resin. And I think we'll be pretty much ready to start building our colony. That's something we'll probably have to double check on next episode. And let me go ahead and buy one stupid water from Vera just so I'm not wasting my time here. Okay, and then we'll water that plant and we will get out of here. There we go. Let's go ahead and go farm some water with our pitcher. That's going to give us 2 water per frickin'. Alright, off we go. Awesome, and I definitely like to see Roll hopping in this craft with me, because the last time I played this, it wasn't the case. She would just not do that, so it makes me happy. At least I have that back seat for something. Although initially, that back seat was just intended to rescue those guys on top of that mountain. It actually worked out pretty well. The first time I did that mission, I actually ended up building a stairway up to that location. And you know, it didn't take a ton of resources, but this is far, far cooler. So I probably should head to a beach of some kind to gather up some sand, because I'm probably going to need it for some glass plant panels for my colony. Well, since I'm here next to this little river, I'm going to go ahead and just get my water here, but I almost should head over to the beach, because I'm probably going to have to do that anyways. Those glass panels, kind of interesting. They're like the one thing in this game that requires a lot of a certain kind of resource. So you need 30 sand to make one glass panel or whatever. That's more than pretty much anything else. So yeah, I'm being pretty gentle here with my exploration craft because I don't want to cause too much damage to it early on. But like I said before, it doesn't actually take a lot of resources to repair, but we can't repair it until we have the repair unit up on our colony and stuff. So if I'm not able to fly around in that thing, of course I would just use the rocket pack glider combination. For this area, that would be absolutely fine, but here we go. We are actually going to sit here for a little while. I'm probably going to grab about 2 stacks of water, so I apologize. This is more brutal to me than mining. At least when you mine, you get a lot of resources, but oh my gosh, they gotta give you something where you can get water quicker. Some kind of machine maybe you can just put down next to the river, or just give me a gold pitcher. So I can get at least 10 water per scoop. How you doing, Raul? Chilling? That's cool. We'll have fun. I'm certainly not. Stupid pitcher. In retrospect, I guess it's not all that bad considering what gardening does for you, but it almost, well, it doesn't matter. I got my exploration vehicle. I don't have to build my base near a water source. It doesn't matter. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That gardening building, it better fix this stuff. Well, at least I hope it does. You know what's going to do? It's going to require you to go out here and mine a bunch of water. And then you'll have to dump the water into your storage building. That's what it's going to do. Oh, I bet. Well, since I've recorded this episode in advance, it's probably a good chance by now that the 0.7 patch has already hit, and I'm already aware of these details, but at the time of this recording, 0.75 had not come out yet. You guys having fun yet? I bet you my guy's legs are tired. I'm just gonna get my 2 full stacks. Just need my stacks. And you know what? We'll have to do this again, because 2 full stacks of water is not all that much. And if I do the whole like water twice per plant philosophy, and I also think you use 2 water every time you water a plant once, I'm just going to cook through this. All right, I've almost had more than I could deal with. We're gonna do this for a little bit longer. And call it. I think that's it. That's enough. Alright. Let's go get some resin. Need to get some plastic for those lights. Off we go. So my colony location is going to be centralized plains. I'm going to try to place it in between everything there. In between the meteorite, Camp Carter, and the ruins where we got the aluminum. Somewhere in between there. I think it's a nice place to set up the base. Definitely not sticking it in the forest. Forest is cool and everything, but not going to do that. Of course, we could set up a base in the desert. That would be kind of cool too. I also want to do my sky base, but I don't know if I'm going to do it during this Let's Play. But I really, really want to do something like that. Yes, I do. Alright, so we have a lot of archway trees to pick from. And we're just going to come down here and just cut a couple of these down. And hopefully no creatures damage my vehicle, because I think I'm just going to leave it out as I cut these down. As far as I know at the moment, considering we don't have a garden or any garden stuff at the moment, I think these archway trees are probably one of the better spots to grab resin. And of course, because we're going to need wood, this is all around a good thing. Of course, we're now using our golden axe, so we'll get a few more resources, I think. I'm actually not sure if you get more resources when you cut down trees. Maybe you just get a faster cut with the gold axe. That is something I'm not sure about, because these just give a lot of resources in general. But they do take a little while to cut down. It almost seems like it takes the same time as some of the earlier ones. I don't know. Not too bad, yeah? Alright, let's see what we get. 90, 12 resin. Oh, that's not so great, actually. Usually you get more than that. Alright, flying off to the next one. This is the advantage of having a flying vehicle. So awesome. Of course, I'm so gentle with it when I set it down that it actually takes a little time. I think I can be a little rougher with it when I land. I think it's also kind of funny how all the ocean sound completely disappears when you get inside your vehicle, and then the second you exit it, it like comes out. It's like so noticeable. It's like it's so bad, so bad. Now we got some hostile creatures running across the field. Just don't attack my freaking vehicles, you jokes. Oh, we got a fire bear rolling up on us. Oh man, he's gonna hit me before I actually finish cutting this thing down, isn't he? This always happens. Oh, you jerk. Get him, Raul! Get him! Of course, he's not really much of a contest here with our laser blaster. No, you ain't running away. You're getting your stuff. Alright. Let me finish cutting down that archway tree. Hopefully it gives us more than freaking 12 resin. I think it's like 2 resin per plastic unit. Let's see. Oh man, what a rip-off. So I think it's 4 plastic for each light. Yeah, at this rate, we're not going to be able to craft a whole lot of lights. So I was trying to make it so we can get through this. We can actually, once we have lights and stuff, we can kind of work through the night in our colony. But, well. Alright, we're going to do one more to kind of wrap things up for this episode, and then during the next one, we're definitely going to be working on our colony. I promise. I am most likely going to be heading off to the beach, though, to get some sand, because I like my buildings to be all fancy with some proper windows, you know, that kind of stuff. I like to do it right, you know? It'll probably be a little while before I try to get people to live in my little colony, but we'll definitely get it started during the next episode. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, and take care.